It's not just free agents and not just draft prospects, but bona fide stars. Take a listen to what Bengals star A.J. Green had to say about the possibility that the Giants, in fact, are considering trading wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr.
That's stupid. It's stupid, man. It's once in a lifetime or once in a generation talent, man, and you gotta be ready. I think he get paid. They not that crazy.
Let's have the Big Ear Smalls paddles. Here is AJ endorsing fellow wideout Odell Beckham, offering the Giants maybe some advice, calling him a once-in-a-lifetime talent. Is that a Big Ear Smalls deal?
I'll say Biggie just because we're hearing a quote from A.J. Green. Ajota Verde does not do a lot of sound bites. Two things get him worked up. I think it's Odell being traded and then Jalen Ramsey up in his ear hole. Those are the two things. But I will say small, K, because we have brothers with a member of the wide receiver fraternity, and they always want all of their wide receivers to get paid. It could be the 12th wide receiver on the 32nd team would be like, I think he's worth $100 million. He's a wide receiver. It's true. So AJ, no, it is not a big deal.
Listen, I say it's a big deal because I love when you have different types of wide receivers talking about others. And, wide receivers to me are basically just sprinters, but they're all different makeups. You got the Julio Jones, the A.J. Greens, Antonio Browns, and Odell Beckhams. And it's like Usain Bolt or Safa Powell. They might be different builds, but they're all sprinters. So you got A.J. Green coming out there saying what he said about OBJ, and they're constantly compared because they're usually in that top 5 conversation. So I can appreciate A.J. Green stepping up and talking about his guy.
On the scale of stories, it's a very small story. It's a wide receiver saying this guy's a really good wide receiver. If this was an NFL coach saying he's a once-in-a-lifetime, I would take it in a different if this was an NFL general manager, if this was an owner, even if this was
them. I'd rather hear a wide receiver say that than a coach or a manager or owner.
So it's a big deal that A.J. Green said. Now imagine A.J. Green said, I don't think he's that good. What's that then?
That's huge because
that's a big deal. Not he is good. I mean, yeah, he's great. That's good. Yeah, they're all great.
Okay, I'm just saying you're saying that from a financial standpoint that it's better.
No,
I'm saying
it from
I could care less if an owner who's never played wide receiver tells me how good Odell Beckham
I'm saying
is.
it from a news-related story. If you're telling me it's a big deal or a small deal that A.J. Green thought that Odell Beckham's a good player. That's the smallest story ever.
I kind of want to hear him say that and say, but I'm better.
Yeah, something. Add a little nugget to it.
I don't care about it being a newsworthy story coming out the mouth of a guy who owns the team and writes the checks. I'd rather hear somebody that actually cashes the checks on the field than A.J. Green endorsing another wide receiver.
Nate, would you rather have A.J. or Odell as your number 1 receiver on your team?
There you go. How about this? Let's do this.
I'm going with a
They're all good.
I'm going with a healthy A.J. Green.
They're all healthy.
Woo!
Hashtag
GMFB.
AJ. Okay.
He's some once-in-a-lifetime talent if taking another guy over him.
Did you decide it was okay to do both Biggie and Smalls for every answer, Kyle?
7A, the beginning of today's show.
Coming up, here's our next Big Ear.
Peter! We're breaking
what does that mean? Come on.
We're breaking it out. If you're just joining us, I can hit this button anytime between now until the draft, and we could put a team on the clock. It's called Bro, You're on the Clock. This segment's team is Gangrene down the road. The New York Jets, who hold the 3rd overall pick. I will assign each one of you roles. Kyle, you are Jets general manager Mike McCagnon.
Mikey Mags.
Nate Burleson, you are Jets head coach. Man of even less words than A.J. Green. Todd Bowles. Hey, you are chairman and CEO of the New York Jets, Mr. Christopher Johnson.
No more tears.
No more tears. Kyle, you are on the clock. Let's see who's on the board. Let's go.
Who's on?
With the 1st overall pick, the Browns had already taken Sam Darnold. And then the 2nd overall pick, the Giants went quarterback and took big-armed Josh Allen, meaning both quarterbacks are off the board. But here is who is available to the Jets as they're on the clock. 3rd overall. Saquon, Nelson, Chubb, Ward, Rosen. Mayfield is on this list. Tremaine Edmonds, Minka Fitzpatrick. They're all available. Jets at 3. You guys have 60 seconds to deliberate, and you better believe Christopher Johnson's in the room this year. He's been making all the trips.
Yeah?
All right.
Oh, yeah.
We consult with the High Council. What do you guys think?
Well, listen.
I already know what you think.
Well, we have our quarterbacks. We have McCann. We're paying him $10 million. We have Bridgewater, who we brought in for a specific reason.
Traded with the Colts from 6 to 3.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
Do you, though? But do you really?
I'm just telling you right now. Here's the thing. We already have a couple quarterbacks that we love that are off the board. So are we in love with the remaining quarterbacks?
Do you have
What
one?
is your pick? We're at 38 seconds.
Do we want to give our quarterbacks a great running back in Barkley?
32 seconds. Who do you think we should take?
I'm asking for you guys' help.
All right.
That's cute. We're taking
Mr.
a quarterback.
Johnson.
We know we're at 3. I want the one that sells it. I know you've talked to me about Rosen. We take these Jets. We're always eating on these trips, and you're talking to Rosen. Baker Mayfield will sell. Imagine the Jets headbands that we can sell. Our stadium will be filled to the brim. He's a winner. He's an exciting player. He's what New York deserves.
He's not going to play this year.
Okay, this is great insight. You know, I started as an intern with the Redskins 30 years ago. Shout out to Trinity College. I have my pick. With our selection, New York Jets select Josh Rosen, quarterback, UCLA. We will challenge this young man. We will be the answer to his question why. We love this man there with the commissioner. Welcome to the bright lights of the Big Apple, Josh Rosen. It was made for you. Very excited to get started. Josh will learn from the older Josh, and we will take over the AFC East with Mr. Rosen from California. Very excited for this pick. Very excited.
Josh Rosen just tweeted, Joe Namath who? How's that going to go over? How's that going to go over?
I'll have to think of the proper emoji response. I think it's a peach or something like that with a kiss. I'll do something like that. But we're very excited.
I like that pick. Let me get into my Todd Bowles mode. He got the high cheekbones. Well, you know, we really like Josh, and we feel like he's going to help this team. We have a good quarterback in front of him, and we're going to do whatever we can to help this young man.
And And here's Christopher Johnson.
Jets.
Hey, McCagnon, don't mess this up.
Don't mess
Mess it up. I'll be good.
Right.
Jeremy Bates, Peter, told us all about him. We're checking into the Bates Motel with Josh Rosen. That's it.
We were just talking Odell, A.J. Green receivers. Maybe one will join their ranks eventually. If you ask Calvin Ridley, he is the best wide receiver in this draft class, and he's not the only one who thinks so. A lethal combination of speed and route running, who models his game after some of the league's best. Ridley reflects on his early days playing football, his time at Alabama, and why everyone in his family was rooting against him in the national championship game.
A great route runner. I'm a perfectionist.
Ridley is free again. Cash money touchdown.
I'm very detailed in my route.
What a catch by Ridley.
One of my goals is to go in there and start day one.
Calvin Ridley, the best player on offense for Alabama.
Calvin Ridley, wide receiver, Alabama. Calvin Ridley is a wide receiver from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Was a really good high school football player. Earned a scholarship to play at the University of Alabama. My first football memory was when I played Little League for the Fort Lauderdale Jaguars. I was about 8 years old. I was a running back. And the first time I got the ball, I took it like 60 yards for a touchdown. So that was my first memory. And I got the ball the first play of the game and scored. Antonio Brown, Emmanuel Sanders. I think I look up to them guys, great route runners, guys who work hard, create a lot of separation when they run routes.
Set to get this national championship game underway.
The highlight of my college football career was when I won the last national championship.
Calvin Ridley.
Played against my brother, Riley Ridley, plays for Georgia. And when we met and changed jerseys at the end of the games, that was pretty fun to do that. My mom was rooting for my brother. And all the brothers said I already got one. Everybody was rooting for him, and it was just me, and we won. Draft day is something I look forward to, and I've been working all my life for this day, and it's going to be everything. I mean, I worked so hard from that little league team I played for Fort Lauderdale Jaguars, from playing for Alabama, and it's just a lot of hard work throughout them years, and it's going to mean everything to hear my name called that day.
Can't wait to see where he goes, what team he'll suit up for, but should Calvin Ridley be the first receiver off the board?
Yeah, what stands out to me is something that he said, and when you watch him, you'll pay attention that it actually hits right home. He said that, I love the wide receivers that create separation when running routes. Now, young guys coming out of college, they think, I create separation with my strength, I create separation with my speed, but if you have a combination of those two things, and the main focus is your route running, that's the reason why he's going to play right away, because he can do things on the outside, on the inside, and what you're seeing right now, once he catches the ball, he's looking at the end zone. The guys in front of him, they're just obstacles he's trying to get around or get over.
Last year, I don't think anyone thought one of those wide receivers was going to go in the top 10, and then Corey Davis went 5th overall, Mike Williams went 7, and then John Ross went, I believe, 10. So it happens. Teams get excited and say, wait a second, I don't want an offensive lineman. I want a wide receiver. I want a guy who can make a difference. Calvin Ridley is, on a lot of teams' boards, the top wide receiver. Does he go top 10? Right now, I haven't seen him in any mock drafts, but nor was Corey Davis last year.
Be very careful saying it's a weak draft for wide receivers. They said that in 2010. No wide receiver went until Demarius Thomas at 22, Dez at 24. Ooh. In 2008, no wide receivers in the entire first round. You know who went in the second? Deshaun Jackson and Jordy Nelson. Be very careful. There's great players every year.
Coming with that knowledge, KB. Love it. All right, coming up, Sherman and Sue, two of the biggest free agents to land on teams in the NFC West. Find out which signing will have the biggest impact.